Um, oh my god, my ass. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my third video on this channel. Please bear with me, I am filming on my MacBook. Anyways, today we'll be talking about the film Femme, which was released in 2023. Now, before I start this video, I do have my notes on my phone, so if you see me looking down at any time, that's why. Also, I do stutter, so I will not be editing that out. Anyways. Oh, the important part. Um, this film covers topics such as abuse and homophobia. So if you are triggered by those topics, please click off this video. Because I'm not doing it to like skip to this part. Too much work for me. Bear with me. I'm not a YouTuber yet. Alright, now back to the film. So, Femme is a film about two main characters, Jules and Preston. Now, Jules is a queer black man who does drag, and Preston is a white man who has internalized homophobia and has very, very strong anger issues. Now, the reason I am pointing out their gender and their ethnicities is because this plays an important part to a later topic that I will bring up later. Now, this film is about Jules, who gets assaulted by Preston after Jules' drag show, and Jules develops a plan to release a sex tape with Preston included in order to out him as a form of revenge. Now, this film is like kind of like a revenge film. It is a revenge film. What the fuck am I saying? Kind of, but it's a revenge film, and one piece of media that I could relate this to is probably The Last of Us 2. Now, I say The Last of Us 2 is because unlike the revenge films, so like there's some that like they do the revenge and like they feel good about it and it ends like that. This movie tries to make you see the consequences and like your actions for revenge. And The Last of Us is a good example. Well, The Last of Us 2 is a good example because now it tackles with like revenge also, and how like it drives Ellie to this emotion that causes her to like shun out her loved ones, and she realizes in the end that like revenge is not worth it. And this film really does kind of follow that storyline. It does. The movie does follow both protagonists. Like we see the point, not the point of view of Preston and Jules personally, but we do see how their life is. Like for instance, Jules does drag. He's very out. He's very out and about. Open. And like he lives with like he's like his two friends, and one of the friends kind of has a crush on Jules, and Jules does like deny his offers, yes, his offers, and because Jules sees him as a friend, and this does relate back to the film because it kind of leads to another point where he kind of invites Preston to Jules's drag show. Cause spoiler alert, this whole video is gonna be fucking spoilers. But spoiler alert, Preston is Jules' abuser, and Preston does not know that is Jules without his drag because Preston just doesn't recognize Jules. He looks that different apparently, but his friend, it's kind of like alluded to. That's what I picked up. It's kind of alluded to that his friend knew Preston is the abuser, and that he invited Preston to his like to Jules' drag / birthday show, and it leads to Jules almost dying multiple times and being heavily assaulted by Preston. Now, back to what I was saying before, it really does offer that you see Jules' side, and you do see Preston's side, how he is with his friends, how his friends kind of know what to do to mess with him, because like Preston kind of like has likes to be dominated. That's the word, dominated. Likes to be embarrassed. Likes to be taken control of, and Jules does later in the film does use that to his advantage to finally record a special video in order to out Preston. Now, Preston offers a romantic point of view in the film. Yes, you heard me right. There is a romantic point of view in the film. A film about about a white man abusing a black queer man. There's supposed to be a romance between the two. So this will lead back to later's topic, but it offers a sort of romance and kind of like different point of view to where like it like shows like Jules, maybe like Preston isn't that bad. Maybe he's a sweet guy. Like you just don't get it. Like you don't understand him. Like it's not the vibes, you know? But this film does it in a way where you can't feel remorse. Like they are pushing for you to feel some type of remorse for Preston, to feel so bad that he hates himself for being queer and different, and how he should love himself, and how he is burying himself with Jules, and Jules makes him a better person. But with like them having Preston abuse Jules, why are they pushing this? Why are they pushing this plot point? Because I feel like there's many other ways in order to like push that revenge is a bad thing to do, and if you're even trying to like feel any type of remorse for Preston, why did you make his action so severe on Jules? Because let me talk about this. Jules throughout the movie is fearful. He is scared out of his fucking mind because Preston like threatens him, is abusing him, hitting him, and making Jules fear for his life. Just fear for his life. Every little action, Jules is quite literally shaking. Their first date, Jules grabs a knife and puts it in his jacket just in case Preston tries to do something. And this film has a lot, and I mean a lot of sex. It's a bunch of sex scenes, and it looks painful. Let's be quite fucking honest. It looks painful being, you know, that hardly. Like, oh my god, Jules, are you okay, sweetie? Like, can you sit down? Like, oh my god, no amount of poppers can save him. Like, oh my fucking god. But the romance between them, chop. The remorse for Preston, chop. I don't feel it. And the movie it ends with Jules finally getting away from Preston after a major confrontation that leads to like both of them being bloody, bruised, and Preston is left crying on the floor after almost choking out Jules. He kind of lets go. He lets go because he feels a little bit bad. No, not that lot, just a little bit bad. He's like, maybe I shouldn't kill him. No fucking shit. You shouldn't kill him. But I'm sorry. I'm thinking about it now. The 4 stars that I gave to this fucking movie, I don't think it was deserved. It was not deserved. Like, okay, I gave it 4 stars because I was like, for the story, it was good, you know. I wish it was told differently, obviously. But it was good. Now, thinking about it, this movie was very, not bad, but like, it deserved like at least a 2.5 or a 2. Because the acting, phenomenal. The acting was phenomenal on both lead actors. Cinematography, okay, I give it its chops. It was good. Like the first scene, the first Jack scene, it lets you into like Jules' world, quote unquote. And you know, you feel sucked in through the movie. But besides those two, and the storytelling, okay, storytelling, not that bad. It could be worse, you know? But these actions and the way the story progresses and the character development, it's not it's not worth it. It's not really that worth it. As you can tell, my biggest problem is Preston. Him as a character, the most confusing character I have ever seen. Cause you want me to be angry at him. You want me to be angry because he also to Jules. Also to Jules because literally him and his Preston and his friends were making fun of Jules. And like saying like, oh, like that's like, you know, one of them queers, you know? That's a queer. Or it's a word here. I can't say that. You know I can't say the fucking word. But I'm sorry, I'm very aggressive. I really don't like Preston. I like really don't like Preston. Like his whole character is just all over the place. You make us feel mad at him, then you make us still hate him, and suddenly you do a whole 180, be like, he's supposed to be like a little sweetheart. Like we like y'all bitches don't get my man. Like that's my man. Like you don't understand him. Like look at me, look at me. This isn't you. This isn't you. I don't know. Anyways, um, Page's ass. Now Jules, I like Jules' character. I like his character. I some things that I do have. I'm sorry, I got scared because of that fucking SpongeBob. He's like fucking eyeing me. Anyway, um, Jules, I like his character. Um, I do not like the revenge part. The revenge plot, how like he like felt remorse, and kind of want the relationship to keep going with Preston. But what do I know? What do I know about love? Another thing I didn't like about Jules, I think, I think it will have to be. Well, besides the revenge part, I didn't like the romance at all on both sides because Jules really thought he really thought like just because Preston didn't recognize him, he really thought he can keep a relationship with Preston. Like he's gonna figure out, and he did. But your friend almost got you fucking killed. Drop that twink. Drop him right now. That twink deserve hell. Like, what kind of friend sets you up so badly that you almost get stabbed to death? You get almost beaten to death and almost fucking choked out to death. Like, what? And you want me to feel bad about person. You want me to feel bad. Like, you're like, oh my god, like, feel bad challenge, you're losing. Writing challenge, you're fucking losing. I don't know. I gave this film 4 stars because of the like cinematography, the storytelling. But my new rating, I'm gonna give it 2.5. 2.5. Because I have, now thinking about it, I have a lot of problems with this movie. And it's no it's no surprise that a lot of people have these problems with this movie too. Because as I said before, a white man abuses a black queer man, and they start a relationship between them, and try to feel remorse towards the abuser. Like it's obvious why people can see that you're romancing abuse. Okay, you're romancing abuse. People, I see the argument. I see your argument. I see you. I feel you. Second, you are also promoting black queer hate because you're having your black queer character being abused by a white man multiple times in this movie. Like, okay, I see that point of view too. I'm not gonna add on to it because that's not my topic of discussion. But I see it. I see this criticism, and these are great points. And this really does affect the film. I know my friend felt that way too. She really thought that the the revenge and like the abuse part could have been written differently. Like if you really wanted us to feel any type of remorse for Preston, make it so like he, you know, hate crimes him, but like a light hate crime, you know, like maybe call him a slur or something, maybe make fun of Jules, like put him down, not actually put him down to the fucking ground like he's fucking bleeding, and stripped, cause they were like, let's see what you got under there. Gagged. I'm gagged. I'm gooped. What does that even mean? Um, but yeah, this film is very controversial, and if you are interested in this film, because I didn't see a bunch of reviews about this film, so I want to give my input, my point of view about this film. So if you are still curious about this film, by all means, go ahead and watch it. Form your own opinions. These are my opinions, and some of my friends' opinions, and some other people's opinions, but this is mainly my opinions. Mainly my opinions. But that'll be it for today. Please tell me if you have seen this film. How do you feel about this film? What you like, what you dislike about this film? Would you watch this film again, or would you watch anything from this director? I forgot the director's name. But follow me on social media. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Letterbox, I have TikTok, all that. It's ohbranbran. It's typed differently, so good luck trying to find it. I do stream on Twitch. Same name again. I have a podcast. I haven't posted a video. Not a video. I haven't posted a podcast in there for a long time. I just haven't edited it. It's in my laptop. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching. You know, all that other YouTuber shit, like, subscribe. Or don't. I don't care.